Hey, in a previous video, we looked at the minimal set of requirements to have a progressive web app that's installable to the home screen. And what we landed on was this manifest.json and installing a service worker. And the manifest itself can actually be super simple. Well, since then, I discovered something that I think is pretty exciting, which is that you can actually create a single file PWA. You don't need the manifest or the service worker. And in my testing, this works on Chrome, Firefox, and on Safari. So the key thing here is that you can actually generate the manifest JSON inline inside your HTML file using JavaScript. So if we scroll down here to where the JavaScript starts, the first thing is that I've got an event listener for before install prompt, and then you can see this dynamically generated manifest here. And this contains the same things as you'd find in the manifest JSON. So you can set things like the page name programmatically. In this particular demo, I've also got the PNG icon being converted from SVG. That's because some browsers like Safari and Firefox on Android don't yet support SVG fab icons properly. And so here's the set manifest function, which basically just creates the manifest link and then makes a data URI, and base64 encodes the manifest JSON. So on my phone, if I load up that HTML file, I've got these two test pages here. And when you refresh, it dynamically sets the contents of this div to whatever the hash fragment is. And now I can go add to home screen, and you'll see it's got this install prompt here. This icon here is the SVG, which has been converted to a PNG. And I can say install, and there you can see the dynamically generated page name. Click install, and then add to home screen. And then if I go back to my home screen, you can see there's the actual app itself. So let's click to open that. And as you can see, it launches as a full page PWA. Now, again, just to reiterate, this is a single HTML file with the icon and everything, the manifest and everything in it. It seems like they've removed the service worker requirement, so that works fully as a PWA. If we do the same thing over here on Safari and iOS, we tap down here and say add to home screen. And then you can see it's still got the dynamically generated icon with the dynamically generated name. Click add, and then it appears on the home screen here. And we can just tap that to open it. And the single file PWA script actually generates this startup screen dynamically. So it dynamically creates a PNG that's the same width and height as the screen, and it puts the icon in the center and renders that to a canvas. And then it takes the base64 URI of that PNG and sets it as the Apple splash screen. And then you can see you've got the full screen PWA with theme colors and everything blending in. And again, that's everything in a single HTML file. And I just really like the idea of single page apps that are literally one HTML file that you can install to your home screen. So you can find that on my minimal PWA repo, and that file is single file pwa.html if you want to try it out yourself. And of course, you can actually put in a PNG base64 URL here, and then you don't have to do the shenanigans with converting from an SVG. And so yeah, that's a single HTML file PWA with an icon and full screen startup. Hopefully that's useful for you, and thanks for watching.